Levoit makes a wide array of different air quality products. They make air purifiers, essential oils, even humidifiers. Today we're going to talk about air purifiers. We have 3 different Levoit air purifiers on the table here today. These are definitely some of the more popular options out there. First up, we have the Levoit LV-H126. This is a very small unit. Its output matches its small size. This unit outputs at well under 100 CFM. And despite the fact that this unit does come equipped with a HEPA filter, it just does not have sufficient output for any reasonably sized room. You really have to go down to 50, 60, 70 square feet in terms of room size, and that is a sealed room there for you to be able to use this unit. And that really excludes living rooms, bedrooms, really any type of reasonably sized room. This unit is just not going to work in most rooms. And for that reason, we cannot recommend this unit. Next up, we have the Levoit LV-H132. This is the unit here in the middle here. And this is definitely one of the more popular Levoit air purifiers on the market. The unit comes equipped with a HEPA and a carbon filter. It's actually a combination filter. It does come with 3 fan speeds. A nice feature on here is the fact that the illumination up top here, the control panel, can be turned off, all the illumination up here. So if you were to use it in a bedroom, you wouldn't have to worry about the lights bothering you at night. The main concern here, again, is low output. Now, it's not going to have as low of an output as this unit right here. However, it's still a very low output, well under 100 CFM. And at that low output, it just does not have sufficient power to move enough air in any reasonably sized room. So for a room, even a 100 square foot room, this unit is really going to struggle. If you go up to 150 square feet, it's just out of the question for a unit like this. For that low output, we really cannot recommend this unit for most users, for most applications. Finally, we have the Levoit LV-Pure 131. That's this unit on the end here. And this is a very interesting air purifier, actually. It comes equipped with many features that you find in more expensive units. There's an air quality indicator on the top control panel there. There's an air quality sensor that matches that. It comes with an auto mode, a sleep mode. There's a dimmer switch again to turn off all the LED lights. There's also a timer that is actually allows you to set the timer very specifically, much more so than on other units. So this unit has a lot of features. It also comes equipped with a HEPA filter. Here the HEPA and the carbon filter are 2 separate filters. And the HEPA filter is very good quality, and so is the carbon filter. Very good quality carbon filter. So this unit has good quality filters, good features, reasonably good build quality. So it appears to be a very good option. The issue here is the price versus the output. This unit outputs at approximately 135 CFM, and at that low CFM, it's just not going to be able to be used in larger rooms like its price would seem to indicate. These units down here are priced for smaller rooms. And the problem here is not the price, but the output. They don't have sufficient output even for smaller rooms. The issue here is that this unit will work in smaller rooms. However, it's not going to work in larger rooms as its price might indicate. For the price of this unit here, you can easily buy a unit in the 250 CFM range. So again, this one at 135 CFM compared to a 250 CFM unit, you're getting only a little bit more than half the output here at approximately the same price. So this Levoit unit, a lot of good features, good particle filtration. However, it's kept back by that very low output. And because of its low output compared to its price, we generally don't recommend this unit either. Now, other than the 3 units we have on the table here today, there are 2 other units we want to talk about, 2 other air purifiers made by Levoit. These other 2 units are not nearly as popular, but we're going to go over them quickly just to give you a good idea of how we feel about them in case you're interested in those other 2. First up, we have the Levoit LV-H133. This unit outputs at about 235 CFM. It has 3 fan speeds, a sleep mode, auto mode, timer, a dimmer switch, air quality indicator, all the bells and whistles there again. This one actually comes with a fine preliminary filter in front of a HEPA filter and finally a carbon filter. And it's actually a cylindrical filter that fits into this particular air purifier. And it retails for about $250 thereabout. So for this unit, we definitely like the output. At about 235 CFM, that is a good output for an air purifier. However, the price here is problematic. You're talking about a unit that retails in the $250 range. With that level of output, you can get a unit closer to $150. So almost $100 price difference there to get a unit that's much less expensive, but that's going to have even maybe a little bit more output. So with this one, a good air purifier, nothing wrong with it. However, the price to output ratio there is not the best by any means. Finally, we have the Levoit LV-H134. This is a high CFM unit, outputs at about 312 CFM. It has 3 fan speeds, again, sleep mode, auto mode, all the bells and whistles there you might want. Again, we have a fine preliminary filter, a HEPA filter, and a carbon filter. Again, it's a cylindrical filter that fits into this unit. This unit retails for quite a bit more, though, at around $400. And again, not a terrible air purifier by any means. However, you're getting 312 CFM for approximately $400. Not a very good ratio there. You can get two 250 CFM units for a total output of about 500 CFM. For even less than the price of this single unit. So again, not a bad unit, but the price to output ratio here is definitely what keeps us from recommending this particular model. Another note here is that for both the H134 and the H133, neither unit comes equipped with a separate washable pre-filter. That's something that you get on much cheaper units, and that separate washable pre-filter is going to go a long way in extending the life of the filters that you have to replace. So that pre-filter fits in front of the carbon and the HEPA filter on other units, and that pre-filter is going to snag all the larger particles, and you're going to be able to pull that filter out and wash it and keep on doing that over and over again before you ever have to worry about replacing the carbon or the HEPA filter. With these Levoit units, these larger Levoit units, they don't have that type of pre-filter that you can take out and you can wash. So their filters are going to tend to saturate much quicker, and so you're going to have to replace their filters much quicker. Just an added note there of another negative other than that output to price ratio for those two units. So what is the bottom line here with Levoit units? They are not terrible air purifiers. The air purifier, even in this middle one here, the filter in here is actually a very good filter. It is a combination filter, but it's good quality. The Levoit here on the end, also a very good air purifier. It has a good filter for particle filtration. It has a good filter for gas filtration. It's well made. All these units here on the table are in fact well made. The issue here is that there are simply better options out there. The issue here is that for these first two units, they just don't have sufficient output for most applications. Will they be able to make a dent in particle concentration in a room? Absolutely, yes. You put this unit in a room and the particle concentration will go down to a certain extent. It'll be slow and it won't get that low, but it will still make a difference. The problem is that there are simply better options even at this price that are going to do a much better job. The same is true for this larger Levoit. Is it going to get the job done? Will it get the job done even in a larger room? Yes, it could. But you can get a full-size unit that's going to do a really good job and that's going to do a complete job for the same price for a larger room. So the bottom line is Levoit units, good air purifiers, good quality. However, there are just better options out there, at least at this time, on the market.